One of the many things that bother me is how the parks get lit up like the 4th of July at night, yet it's illegal to be in them. I don't get it. We can see where we're going around a lot of these parks, yet they still have this curfew. Is it a matter of light? Why are we controlling the parks and making it a law to not be able to walk around, when the sun is up? We're able to create artificial lights and make it easy for people to see where they're going. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's strange. Historically, these same areas were always dark and there were no laws on them. And then all of a sudden we probably got some laws put in place before the parks got lit up. But since then, the laws have seemingly gotten even stronger, especially after the baby boomers aged, got to middle age and beyond by the late 80s and into the 90s. Because I was reading historically, a lot of the anti-youth laws were coming out in easily the late 80s, definitely the early 90s, and so on, where they had curfews against kids under 18 being outside of a home or some kind of establishment. Don't get caught outside, or you're an illegal trespasser in some way on the streets, anywhere on the side, anywhere. You become illegal as an underager when the sun goes down. That's some scary stuff. They can hurt, the police can enforce a harassment policy when the sun goes down. That's why I always dread night cops now, because they have an extra burden to really watch over the area and watch for any activity. And they're going to be jumpy too, because at nighttime things appear to move more often, and your eyes play tricks on you at night a lot. A lot of soldiers, a lot of people overwatch things. They'll stare it off into the distance, and I've done it. I've stared off into the distance in the dark, and then all of a sudden things just seem to move when actually nothing does move. And that's a paranoia that really comes out with the darkness. All right, and people want to enforce really preventing that kind of movement. People jumping out from the shadows, or just the overall fear of people jumping out from the shadows. So, laws are they really making laws stricter? Is that the best policy? I mean, we've lit up a lot of these parks, and you could see a lot especially on the trails and the sidewalks of these parks. Yet they're very strict on being in there. You get the city will press a no trespassing charge on you. I've been warned a few times. Obviously they lock the bathrooms. Okay, I mean that's pretty good standard of enforcement right there. Just locking the bathrooms. If you don't want people hanging out in the bathrooms at night, but they go beyond that. Okay, they tease you by turning on the lights and saying stay out of this area. Didn't Bill Clinton start that midnight basketball thing? I think that sort of fell apart. I mean, the anti-youth laws stayed in effect even well after Bill Clinton did this midnight basketball thing, to keep the kids off the street or something. Get them into organized sports, because organized sports is the answer when it seems to cause people to form up into more gangs and to be more obedient and in these gangs, and on there, you know, who's the enemy and who's the good guys and all that type of thing. So it bothers me, and I just, you know, it'd be nice to see policies change, but I'm just complaining about it.